Lestat here. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be profiling my Malefic deck. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I always enjoy interacting with you. And please consider subscribing for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. First, we're playing triple copies of Malefic Paradox Gear. This is going to be one of your primary starters. You can banish this card from your graveyard to summon any of your Malefic main deck monsters from your hand. Also, while you control a face-up field spell, you are able to tribute this, special summon a Malefic Parallel Gear from your deck, and then add a Malefic monster to your hand. Speaking of, we're playing triple copies of Malefic Parallel Gear. You're able to tune this with a Malefic monster in your hand to go into level 10 synchros. We're playing triple copies of Malefic Stardust Dragon. This prevents field spells from being destroyed. We're playing triple copies of Malefic Cyber End Dragon. It's pretty much a 4,000 beat stick, but can also enable your rank 10 plays. Also enabling your rank 10 plays is Malefic Paradigm Dragon. This card's really cool because you can send a Malefic card from your deck to the graveyard, target one of your banished level 8 dragon synchros, return it to your extra deck, and then special summon it. It's a little wonky, but I think it's a very unique effect. I'll show you a combo with that towards the end of the video. One of my personal attacks, I'm playing triple copies of Carnet, the Eternal Machine. If your opponent tries to hand trap you or they activate a monster effect in graveyard, you can pretty much free summon this. So this is another body on board that they have to contend with. And not only that, this will also enable your rank 10 plays. We're playing triple copies of Malefic Territory. This allows you to have more than one Malefic monster on the field, as long as they have different names. And not only that, you can quickly activate your Malefic World from your deck. It's pretty much a bingo machine go during the draw phase. One copy of Terraforming to quickly search out Malefic World. For the search cards, we're playing triple copies of Malefic Selector. You can banish 2 Malefic cards from your graveyard. Add from your deck to your hand 2 Malefic cards with different names from the one you banished to your hand. We're playing triple copies of Pot of Prosperity. Triple copies of Small World. Most of your monsters are dark attribute, but they have different types. Primarily Machine and Dragon. For the one-ups, we're playing one copy of Malefic Divide. This is pretty much a monster reborn that can ignore summoning conditions. One copy of 1-for-1. This is just here so you can get quicker access to your Paradox gear. One copy of Called by the Grave to counter hand traps. And last but not least, we're playing triple copies of Skill Drain. This is pretty much a casual profile, but if you want to make it a little bit more competitive and add hand traps, you can take out the Skill Drains, play Imperm. You can take out the Carnote, the Eternal Machine, and Small World, and play your Ash Blossoms and Effect Veiler. So those are some suggestions for you. This concludes the main deck. Getting into the extra deck, we're playing 2 copies of Cyber End Dragon to summon Malefic Cyber End Dragon. One copy of Malefic Paradox Dragon to summon Paradigm. 2 copies of Stardust. One copy of Time Lord Progenerator. This is just here to clear your opponent's board. One copy of Final Sigma. This is pretty much a Towers when it's in the extra monster zone. One copy of Dingirsu to get over problematic monsters. And not only that, it can protect your monsters from being destroyed. And for the newest edition of the deck, we're playing the Final Bringer of the End Times. This card is amazing. So this has multiple effects where you could destroy an opponent's card. The first one is if your opponent activates a card or effect, you could detach material, negate the activation, and then you could detach another material to pop a card. And if this card battles, you're able to pop an opponent's card, and if this card happens to be destroyed by your opponent, you could pop another card. It's pretty much an Unchained Abomination, except rank 10. Getting into the rest of rank 10s, we're playing one copy of Gustav Max, pretty much a cowboy for game situation. But if we need that little push, we are playing the one copy of Leve. We're playing one copy of Relinquish Anima. You can go into this with your Malefic Paradox gear. If you summon it and your opponent Veilers it, well, at least you can go into something. For the interruption cards, we're playing one copy of Masquerena. So during our opponent's turn, we can go into our Nightmare Unicorn for the spin, or our Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Keep in mind, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World allows you to use an opponent's monster to go into this. So going into this with Masquerena on your opponent's turn comes in real handy because Underworld Goddess will shut down the activated effects of your opponent and potentially negate a special summon from your opponent's graveyard. This concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to give the video a like, leave a comment down below. I always enjoy interacting with you, and please consider subscribing for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. Until next time, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.